Hey, what's going on, everybody? Looks like we're streaming now. Let me just take a second. Make sure our viewers get all in here before we begin. Just want to make sure the viewer count gets to 200 at least before we begin. So let's just give it a second so all of our viewers can get in here. Let me click the heart button. Oh, fuck. Let me just sign in. Okay, now everybody look away while I type this in, okay? Hold on. Just gotta open my phone real quick. Two-step verification and all. Okay, great. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Well, that's good. Okay. I don't know what that's about. All right. So it looks like we've got a minimum of 200 viewers in here. So as the title suggests, I don't know if you saw the title of this stream, but as this title suggests, sorry, I have COVID right now. As the title suggests, I finally found the perfect video game. I finally found the perfect game. You know, I've been gaming for a very long time. Have you guys heard about this? Do you guys play video games? I've been playing video games for a very, very long time. A little embarrassing, actually. I finally found the perfect game, you guys. I don't want to waste your time. So, in my many years of using various technologies with interfaces such as controller as well as keyboard and mouse, I've been looking for the perfect video game. And I've been searching so far and wide, keeping my eye out for something that just tickles me the right way. And that's the thing about video games, you guys. You want them to tickle. Ooh, you know what I mean? You want them to tickle you the right way. I'm going to go ahead and say hello in the chat. That's a lot of fun. This could be a video game in and of itself, but this is not what I've brought you here today to watch, to behold. Now, the video game that I wish to show you, sorry for speaking, by the way, I have COVID. The video game I wish to show you today is right here. Doomspire Brick Battle. So any Doomspire Brick Battle fans in the chat? That's a question. Let's go ahead and look at the chat here. I only have one monitor, so I can only really... I have to switch this every time I look at the chat. It doesn't look like we have any Doomspire Brick Battle fans in the chat. And that's fine, you know, it's an acquired taste. But if there are any erudite Brick Battle, Doomspire Brick Battle players among you, you'll notice that this isn't the original Guerra de Torres or Doomspire Brick Battle. You'll notice that this has 8 towers instead of 4. Now, this is no mistake. Let me take my hoodie off. I have a fever. Doomspire Brick Battle. So the object of this game, you have these 8 towers. The last tower standing simply wins. This is what I love about this game. It's the simplicity. 52.4 million visits. So why do you suppose 52.4 million people would play a video game? 1.5 thousand, that's 1,500 people playing right this second. Do you know how many people 1,500 people is? That's a lot of people. 12 people concurrently per server. Now divide 1,500 by 12. What are you going to get? Well, I imagine that it's going to be a number somewhere under 150. And that's how many servers there are. Now, you guys, why am I crunching the numbers here for you? I'm not trying to flaunt my mathematic abilities. No. I'm trying to get across to you how important of a video game this is. Doomspire Brick Battle. Let's see what the chat has to say about that. Nothing. So let's go ahead and begin. Now, I really love this game, you guys. I mean, this is just one of the games. Let's see if I can get any audio on here. It looks like that guy's killing me. That's fine. There we go. Sorry, my audio wasn't working for a second there. So, it looks like I'm in a pretty sorry state here. I'm gonna teach you guys the meta. Now, never say that you didn't get any value out of watching my channel, because I'm actually teaching you insider secrets about Doomspire Brick Battle. Looks like the game ended. That's actually very good for us, because now I can show you fresh from the start. Oh, and I'm in the perfect position. So here's the meta. You start the game by getting to the lowest level of the tower, your tower. You blow out the walls so you have a clear view of all your enemies' towers. And what a lot of people don't realize about this game is you actually want to attack the furthest down bricks on people's towers. Now that's because the entire rest of the tower is anchored on those bricks. So I'm going straight for them. I'm going to take out black here. And the reason I'm going to do that is just as a little... Oh, so it looks like there are actually other sweaties playing the game right now, which is good. Usually people are really bad. They don't know how to do anything. They're kind of like children in that sense. But these people are actually really fucking good at Doomspire Brick Battle, which I always welcome, of course. I'm a very competitive person. Anybody who knows me in real life knows that about me. So they're anchored at the bottom, and they're also anchored up here where the towers connect to the bridges. They're a bunch of little studs, and once you take those out, well, you get a little outcome like this. Basically, the ideal outcome. Let me take this guy out over here. He's being a bit of a bitch, let's say. So I took out those two so far. Not the best pace, because usually I just dominate people with power. A lot of domination in games like this. A lot of domination. There goes blue. Okay, so as you can see, I'm really fucking good at this game. It's actually really surprising how much skill I have. But you just want to go ahead and take out the towers as quickly as possible. The good thing, not so much a good thing because it gets kind of boring, but the good thing is that a lot of people don't really understand the meta. You know, they waste a lot of time running around trying to enter the towers from above and, you know, focusing on killing the other players. But let's be honest, killing players does not create victories. That creates victory right there. And it creates a very satisfying sense of victory as well. So here I am, dominating with power, creating my own victories. I'm like an Ayn Randian superhero in this sense. I am removing government restrictions. I am allowing myself the freedom to profit freely, so to speak. And here I am. Here I am, reaping what I have sown. I really love to take these guys down. And there's a reason for this. It actually has nothing to do with domination. Oh, looks like I just fucking lost. Now, the surprising things, guys, is this is actually... Oh, well, it looks like I haven't lost, so to speak. Oh, and it looks like I have just been eliminated. So the surprising thing is this is actually the first time I've ever lost any video game. Let's see what chat has to say about this. Oh, nothing. Looks like you guys are being a little shy. That's okay. That's okay. You know, we don't have to force anything here. But Doomspire Brick Battle. Oh, it looks like I've been respawned on Blue Team. Blue Team respawn, which is great. I love to play video games. I'm going to tell you a secret. I actually really love to dominate with power. So just watch me while I do this real quick. Oh, okay. So it looks like I've made some enemies. I have made some enemies. They are coming after me quite aggressively here. That's okay. You know, that's always going to happen when you're dominating people with power. You make a lot of fucking enemies. But nevertheless, I continue on my rampage, just going for these towers, you guys. Just really fucking going for these towers. Oh, it looks like Yellow's back trying to dominate me again. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, you guys, and you just gotta go for it. You go for the enemies, and they keep going for you, but the thing is, you guys, you can't let up, because once you start showing weakness, that's when they clamp down on you. It is a dog-eat-dog world. That's actually one of the most beneficial insights that I've gained from playing Roblox, is that you simply cannot trust anyone. So I keep on dominating at the pace that I was going. Oh, looks like they are trying to take me down, but that's okay because I have the power of Christ. That's right, the power of Christ is on my side. That's why you don't hear my voice falter or shake, because the good Lord is standing above me and guiding my every strike. And this is what I love about video games. You know, it's an opportunity to practice my faith and good fortune. And if this isn't just anything but the absence of faith and good fortune, well, it looks like I've been eliminated, but here's something really nice. In this game, you can continue dominating even when you've been eliminated so long as you do not die, just like in real life. I artificially extend myself beyond my expiration, and I am able to cast vengeance upon my enemies in a very righteous and holy way. So, I really like this game, you know, it's kind of like a zen way of unwinding when you have a fever. And it's a good time. So just watch me while I do this, guys, because these people really deserve this. Now, I gotta say, usually when I play this game, people are very helpless. They don't really know what they're doing, so it's actually kind of a refreshing change of pace. These people are actually dominating each other with power. They've frankly dominated with me power quite a bit so far. But, oh, it looks like I've been knocked off by the bridge. Not a good run so far, you guys, but it looks like the game's already over, so we are going to restart. Let's see what chat has to say. Smokey says, I used to play this game when I was bouncing on my daddy's knee. Well, they meant to say dad. You are excused. X'd out Big Blob says, as a dog, I eat dogs. That is actually the only ethical circumstance. So like I said, you get to the bottommost layer in the tower and then you bounce off. Sorry, more like fucking explode the walls with your bombs and rockets, just like in real life. So I dominate my enemies with power, and I really don't hold back, you guys. I really, especially the pain of the fever from the COVID disease is actually fueling my righteous vengeance, and I just let them have it. I used to feel bad. I don't let that happen anymore because it's a waste of time. It's incredibly inefficient, and I am an adult. So I basically wipe them out one by one. I like to call it picking them off because it kind of highlights the fact that they are smaller than me, you know. Wiping out kind of suggests a certain level of, ironically, you know, wiping out, but it suggests a certain level of dignity that I simply don't want to award my enemies. So I pick them off one by one by attacking the bottoms of their towers. So here's an interesting bit of psychology. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to blame it on the sickness today. In this game, most people don't go for the most fundamental bits, you know, the foundations of the tower. And I suspect that perhaps this is because they are literal children that I am dominating. And I think something about being a child makes you fail to recognize the importance of attacking the foundation. And when you attack the foundation, I mean, look at these results. You just love to see it. So I really go for their throats, you know, these children. Watch me while I do this. There we go, there's one. Oh, let's just go for this over here. Oh, looks like we've got a buddy up here. Yep, just make sure you dominate with power. And that should be it for old blue team. Oh, yellow as well, very convenient. Now I'm going to try and go for green. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time for this. As you can see, green is actually pretty well put together. But it looks like they haven't come for the bottom of my tower yet. So I've got time on my side. Should be another 10 seconds or so until they are dominated. So it looks like I'm actually dominating them pretty effectively so far, but only time will tell. Oh, would you look at that? It looks like green are useless, and they are now dead. Let's see what chat has to say. Can you stop cursing so much? No. X'd out Big Blob says, I'm sure Jesus would be great at Roblox. That's actually a very astute observation from one of our more erudite observers. Children know nothing about foundations. That's the problem with the woke tolerant left. They don't teach children how to fucking dominate with power aggressively. So I like to wipe out the walls. And this is actually a beautiful metaphor. Now, some of you may be watching and going, how could you attack your own tower, your own foundation? After all, is attacking the foundation not the cornerstone, see what I did there, of defeating your enemy? And this is true in a sense. Looks like they're attacking me right now. This is true in a sense, but when you're getting your enemy, when you're really fucking dominating with power, sometimes you have to do things that hurt yourself in order to take them down with you. And this is my favorite part about conflict. Just taking them down just one notch, and then another, then another, then another, and then what do they have left? Bye-bye. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna dominate this guy with power real quick. Okay. Oh, look. This guy needs to get dominated with power. Oh, who's this guy? Is that my enemy? No. I mean, yes. You know, this reminds me of a book I read. Okay, let me go ahead and wipe them out over there. You know, these guys are all really fucking good at this game. That's why I have not been winning consistently every single time now, because these are actually the greatest players besides myself. I'm currently playing amongst the major league of Doomspire Brick Battle. Doomspire Brick Battle. So, the thing about that, oh, look, we got green team over here, just dominated him with power. Oh, hold on one second, you guys. Bit of a scuffle. Alright, so we're gonna just kind of go for a bit of a attack on white over here. Oh, look, green's back. I think green has something against me. Well, either way, it looks like my whole tower is falling, so I'm gonna have to stand on this brick right here. There we go. Well, I just lost objectively, but I can still cast my vengeance, my very spiteful vengeance, if I do say so myself. This game makes me legitimately very angry, so it's nice to be able to take that out on a child. So here I go, wiping them out one by one. Oh, there goes some of white. I'm gonna go for a bit of yellow now. Here we go to yellow. Again, you know, just picking away at their foundations. Picking away at their idea of themselves. Oh, it looks like green is trying to have the last say, but I will not allow that. In fact, I'm actually going to go for green as my target now. This is actually a spiteful punishment. I'm punishing green for even considering attacking me, which I think that's only fair. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, you guys. Isn't that disappointing? I was actually very close to fucking murdering green, almost as if it were in real life. But you can't have your cake and eat your cake when you have your cake. So let's see what chat has to say. Children know nothing about foundations or dominance, another astute observation. In order to be strong, one must first utilize one's weaknesses to their own advantage. That's actually correct. Then Spomsh says, hey, and then do. Do you know Smask Art? Smask Arts. Smask Arts. Nope, I don't know what that is. Can't help you there. I'm so sorry. So it looks like I'm in the spectator section right now. This is where the spectators go. I've got ping 2182 over here. Let me go ahead and dominate him with power real quick. So here's the thing, even when you're dead, the domination does not end. Nice. We both fucking murdered each other, which is actually the ideal outcome in any scenario. Yeah. Smash Carts. Smash Carts. I don't know what Smash Carts is. I'm so sorry. I really don't know what Smash Carts is. I hope you'll forgive me. So now I'm just up here playing with my friend, and yes, this is likely a child, so please do not be alarmed when I say playing with my friend. But, you know, the thing about children is when it comes to the domination with power is that how do I put this bluntly with as much fierce truth and passion as possible? Children need to be dominated because they become adults, and the only thing scarier that a child that has not been dominated into submission is an adult that has not been dominated into submission, because let's be honest, they are a lot scarier. They have a lot more knowledge and resources, so you got to make sure to get them early, or else they're going to be able to advocate for themselves. So, just picking away at those foundations, picking away, chipping away, as Grandma used to say when she would do the same. So we just keep going for this sort of thing over and over and over again, and it seems right to me. Oh, look, it's one of my friends. So just make sure to dominate them with power. And I've been trying to pay attention when I get my little visitors to what team they're on, so I can make sure to dole out the most righteous of punishment to their team. I didn't do that just now, but I'm not too worried. I think actually it might have been green. So let's go ahead and target green. I have some priorities when it comes to targeting teams. I usually go for either the ones who are advocating most for themselves, or I go for the people who have visited my tower before. Always go for the weakest, not the weakest, the most powerful of the weakest. The ones who are a threat, but not so much of a threat that you're helpless. You know what I mean? So we're just picking away. Oh, looks like they just took out my tower. That's fine. I can actually figure out an advantageous position here. Oh, looks like I just fucking died. No problem. Gonna respawn here for a moment. Oh, I keep fucking murdering myself. Sorry for cursing, you guys. It looks like yellow has joined the team. Oh, looks like yellow has jumped up and away and is playing strange mind games with me. This is the most terrifying thing I have ever gone through. Looks like my team is done for, but that's fine. So what was that, yellow? Now I get to dole out my righteous vengeance. Remember I was talking about this earlier? So yellow is going to pay for their transgressions, and it is a holy transgression. Transgression against the Lord, should I say. So now yellow has been punished. Watch this. I love it when that happens to my enemies. Great. So there goes, what was that, White or Glauco? Yeah, that was Glauco. That's Glauco team for you. They just don't know when to quit transgressing. Transgressing? Transgressing? It's one of those words. So I keep chipping away like a little birdie at my enemies, and they will taste my vengeance. Now, some of them were, trying to find the correct words here. The thing about the English language is there are a lot of words you can use that have a lot of subtle swath of meanings. Even swath or plethora. You know these words that have a certain mouthfeel to them, but let's not get carried away. Something about this may make some of you guys go, hold on, this feels a little weird. Aren't these literal children? Which, of course, I've already acknowledged, so I don't know why you wouldn't get off my fucking case about it. But just in case you still feel dissatisfied, let's really break this down. Certain people need to be dominated, and I'm coming from a place of brotherly love when I say that. I say this because a lot of people don't know what's good for them. I mean, take Green Team, for example. They just fucking died. Was that bad for them? Only God knows. Somebody won. It wasn't me, but, somebody won. So we start all over. Here I am on yellow team. Now, typically yellow is a color that's associated with cowards, but we're going for a bit of a PR move here, and we're actually going to dominate everyone. That's right, with power. So we're actually going to go for a bit of a rebranding of yellow. Think not yellow as in cowardly or yellow belly. Let's instead think about yellow like the yellow of the eye of the tiger, or the yellow of the venomous toad, for example. That's the kind of yellow that I am going to represent in my endeavors. Now right away I can tell that there is already somebody hard at work taking down my tower. I've learned to turn the other cheek when this happens because I am not vengeful. Except when I am, of course, as I've already said, and I'm not a hypocrite. So, I am vengeful, but obviously I must mean it in a different sense than I meant it before. So, I'm not vengeful when it comes to... Oh, we got another friend here. Let me go ahead and see if he'll jump away. Oh. So this person gets the meta. They're using all of the tools at their disposal to evade me, which I actually really appreciate because usually people are so weak that I get very... but this is actually a really good player. And it looks like I just died. I just fucking died and got murdered. Oh, looks like that guy died too. That's fine. Fine by me. Let me go ahead and take out this guy. Oh, hello, hello. This guy's actually a lot fucking better than me, which is kind of embarrassing because these are literal children. Okay, there we go. So I just took that guy out. Looks like he just took me out. There we go. Okay, so what was that? Green? Green's already done for. I think one of them was blue. So let me go ahead and ensure blue's downfall for a moment here. Oh, looks like I'm about to get a visitor sometime soon. No distractions. We're just focusing on blue because blue is looking a little shaky, baby. So we're going to fucking dominate them with power. So watch me when I do this. Very nice. So this is one of my favorite parts of the game when the bridge is entirely eliminated so nobody can dominate me with power. I don't like to see all that activity on red. It's making me a little nervous. Oh, looks like black team is going to try and strike at me while the iron is hot, metaphorically speaking. So here I go, striking at them while I can dominate them with power. Which is not a figurative speech. I am being correct when I say that. I am being very literal when I dominate. I am literally dominating them. Oh, looks like that guy is dying. This guy's actually really fucking good at the game. Now, the question of questions. Will I prevail? It's a worthwhile question to ask. If he knocks off my spawn point, I'm done for. That much is the truth. For some reason, he's not knocking off my spawn point, though. Which is quite strange when you think about it. Everybody's trying to kill me, even though I'm trying to save them. It's a sad world out there, but everything's okay when you dominate with power. Everything's gonna be alright. I think I have won. I just won the game, you guys. Let's see what chat has to say. It's like Smash Bros. It's fun. I'm not really a Smash Bros. Fan. It's too easy for me to be dominated. I dominated my hamster with power. That's great. Let's see. Do you have to take working at heights training to play this game? Not personally. I can prevail in any circumstance. Let's see. Always dominate those who can be made an example of. That's actually a really good point. Hey, I wanted to mention, I actually looked up the ages of your opponents. They range from 10 to 50. Well, that's great. I'm sure they lean closer to the 50 side of things, so there's probably no ethical issue with this. So I've actually given them a head start here by talking to you guys so much, so I'm going to hold you personally accountable if I fucking lose. So let's go ahead and get this started here. I'm going to start dominating. A lot of power is going to be involved. I think they're already attacking my tower, but I guess that's to be expected in a situation like this. Yeah, it looks like I got a little lucky. The other towers are being targeted so far, for the most part. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we love to see this kind of thing around here. It's emblematic of domination, I would say. That's the way that I would personally describe this kind of situation. Would you look at that? Wow. My enemies are being dominated. This is actually really fascinating. It's like Animal Planet. Very good, very good. Okay. That's what we like to see. So I usually like to attack my neighbors first, like in the Bible. Oh, would you look at that? I think I've got a friend over here. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you have friends in games like this. You know, friends share gifts, and the gifts help you grow. Just like in Isaiah chapter 3, the Bible. Go ahead and take this out over here. Very good. Yeah, this is what we like to see in these kinds of scenarios. So I noticed that this tower over here is looking pristine. It really fucking pisses me off. You need to make sure you attack people. That was the last thing my mom said to me. That was the last thing she ever said to me. She said, you need to make sure you attack people. I love you. I'm worried about you. And I finally get where she was coming from. So much anger for so many years, but I finally get what she meant. It's nice to have a guardian angel, you know. Moment of silence for the guardian angel. Project. 1977. Well, there they go, guys. My enemies. Oh, looks like one of my enemies has not been dominated yet. A little worrisome. That's fine. Yeah, just going for the domination tactic right now. Let's switch things up. Oh, we've got a bit of a situation over on purple, but down they go, as they say. Ooh, this is a bit of a strange one, isn't it? I think I won. Yeah, looks like I won the game. Watching this truly is like Animal Planet. Remember the Animal Planet video of the monkey dominating the man with its power by biting off the man's scalp? Yes. That reminds me of Roblox. That gives me Roblox vibes. Not gonna lie. Gives me Roblox vibes. Okay, there we go. So I get to work, you know, going for my neighbors first because they're the most worthy of punishment. And just really laying it on them. Really laying it down. Really fucking doling it out. It's not because I hate them. I love them. I love all my enemies. I'm no barbarian. I'm no brute. Just punishing the wicked. And they'll be better off for it. So they've been eliminated with power, I might add. Nobody more wicked than my enemies, you guys. Never forget that. Nobody more wicked than those who would oppose me. Those who would attack me. That's one of the worst parts. I mean, there's certain people you just shouldn't attack. Looks like we've got one of God's soldiers hard at work up there. That's fine. Here we go. Going for the foundations, you guys. Always go for the foundations. Oh, look. See, you can't trust these people. There they go. So green team has been eliminated. Nice warm feeling inside from that one. I hear the nice rattling of bombs and rockets. Yes, it's a good day. It's ASMR to my ears. Have you guys heard of this? ASMR? Google it. It's very cool. There we go. I usually like to attack the weakest first after I attack my enemies. I mean my neighbors. Sometimes I mix up neighbor and enemy in my mind. Sorry. A bit of a quirk of mine. But I do like to go for the weakest. Okay, there we go. Ah, bullseye, as they say. Have you guys heard this expression, bullseye? The world is a beautiful place. Oh, well, it looks like purple team won the game. I think that was me. I can't remember. Oh, now I am on the white team. Okay. I always hate going down those holes. Very awkward. Devs should fix that. Okay. Like I said, lowest level. Blow out the sides. Ooh, this is a bit of an awkward job. Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes you gotta take out some of your own to take out more of the others, you know? It's like the trolley problem every day, every second of your life. Just another trolley problem, and there's an easy answer. Luckily, life just wouldn't be worthwhile if the answers weren't easy. So, take out that guy a little bit, then I'm gonna take out this guy a little bit. Now watch me when I do this. Oh, a bit of a messy one. And down goes one of my... Oh! Hey, you're in my way! Okay, I don't know what's going on here. This is pretty annoying, frankly. Hello? You know, just one of those days. Alright, just taking out the green team. That's fine. Everything's gonna be fine after this. Just one more game. Just one more game. Okay, and like I said, you know, you want to get those studs on the bridge. The studs. On the bridge. There we go. So we just took out green team. Let's see what chat has to say. I've never heard of ASMR. I've never heard of Bullseye. I don't blame you. It's a little obscure. It's kind of a deeper cut. I'm into indie. You know, I'm into like the... Don't really like the mainstream. I've always been this way, you know, ever since I was a little kid. Ever since I was so small. I'm a bit of a rebel. I'm into the weird stuff, you know. I listen to jazz. Jazz music. So we're gonna go ahead and... Oh! That was a hard one to take, but I'm a champ, so... I'm gonna think on my toes here. There we go. That's what we like to see. Oh, this guy's good. This guy's really fucking good. Go ahead and take him out. There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to fucking see. Oh, yeah. So yeah, always dominate your enemies with power, guys. And don't forget to have fun. You know, it's a lighthearted thing playing games like this. You know, it shouldn't be serious. Don't. I hate negative Nancy's. They really fucking get on my nerves. I just love having fun, man. It's in my nature. I get it from my family side, you know. I just love playing. I like goofing around. Look at these guys. Everybody's so goofy when they're having fun. And I fucking won. And I fucking dominated them with power. And, oh, that's my team that just won. You know, that's my team. I just won the game. I literally just fucking dominated. That's what people don't seem to understand. Is that I always win. I always dominate. And I don't like to. I don't like to because it's bad. And I'm so fucking... What's the right word here? I guess selfless, huh? I guess I'm just selfless, aren't I? You know, I take no pride in it either because that would be very prideful and I'm not prideful. I don't like to do this. I don't even take enjoyment from this. Oh, God, no. Heavens, no, I would say, actually, because of my predisposition, let's just say. But I do it regardless. I do it. Why do I do it? And that is an interesting question, you know. Why do I do this? Now I'm going to get vulnerable with you. Sometimes I ask myself that question. Why do I do this when I have enemies like this? Why do I give them the time of day? It's because of moments like that just now. You know what I just did, dominating. I love this kind of thing. And you know, taking out your neighbors also, there's just a lot of pleasure in it. Like, look at that guy. I want to talk to that guy. So I'm about to show you a little bit of diplomacy. Oh, we've got a clever little jumping rabbit. We've got a bit of a jumper. Oh, look at him. Jumping around. A bit of a jumping jack, if you will. Here's the thing, you guys. They can run, they can jump. There's no escaping God's wrath. No escaping God's wrath. And that's why I do it. I guess that's why I do it, isn't it? It's not for me. It's for the big man upstairs. Now, isn't this an interesting conundrum over here? Now, they are just stuck, it would seem, so to speak. It would seem that they're stuck in a situation that I'm currently helping them out of. Oh, looks like someone's coming for me. Let me go ahead and help them out. There we go. Yeah, I'm a helper. It's part of my nature, I'll admit it. A little embarrassing, but it's true. We've got a strange situation with our friends on the server here. I mean, would you look at the state of some of these towers, you guys? It's, what's going on? You know, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange, makes me ask questions. I do ask questions sometimes in situations like these. Looks like those guys have been dominated with power. Not sure why these guys haven't been punished yet. Actually, really makes me mad. But, you know, the good Lord giveth. Good Lord, take it away. Take it away, Lord. That's what I tell him before. I take it away with his power. Through the power of Christ. Power of Christ. Fucking get them already. Jesus. Fuck. The power of Christ will prevail. Sometimes you just have to remind yourself. Alright. Well, I guess this is just a, what's the term? Impossible situation, I suppose. Not my first. Not my first. But, you know. Sometimes this happens, that happens. Everybody stands around and goes, what do we do? And something else happens, and what do you know? The power of Christ prevails. Oh, yes it does, my brothers and sisters. Yes, it does, and you love to see it. Oh, God. You just love to see it. And the power of Christ is flowing through me, my friends. The power of Christ is flowing through me. Oh, he almost got us. That was actually pretty fucking impressive. All right. So, this is an interesting situation. Now the game technically cannot end unless this guy shoots our spawn off of our tower. We're going to play a little game here. Wait how long it takes this guy to shoot our spawn off our tower. Because these guys are fucked. Basically, there's an invisible death wall, or floor I should say, that exists right here on the map. They're spawning below the death wall, so they're not able to actually do anything about this. He's going to keep shooting. He can't do anything. Let's see what chat has to say. Well, we have this. I hate negative Nancy Reagan's. I can't help but not disagree with you because that's... Sorry to sound like a broken record, but an astute observation. So I'm actually going to go ahead and perfectly dominate every standing tower to pass the time. Nothing but time to pass. Oh! Oh! You did it! Well, would you look at that, you guys? Sometimes the Lord prevails. If by sometimes, I mean every time. Yeah, the power of Christ. It's a powerful thing. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun when I play games like this because it just reminds me that I'm not alone. Not that I ever feel alone, but it's kind of a surplus reminder of an already extant feeling of togetherness with all of humanity in existence. There we go. Watch me when I do this. Now let me ask you guys while I do this. Let me turn the question on to you as the audience. While you watch me do this, I wonder, is it not overwhelmingly obvious just how much fun I'm having constantly in these situations? I think it is. I think it's exceedingly obvious. Dare I say, exceedingly fucking obvious. In every situation, I win. In every situation, they lose. Watch, down goes another one. The alternate title of this game. Down goes another one. Look. Oh, down goes another one. Now the 3 remain, excluding myself, of course, because I am eternal. Now the thing you have to remember about games like this is that your enemies are real people, so... Again, that's why I don't take any pleasure in this. This isn't recreation for me. It's practice. Practice for those who would defy, well, some call him God. Some call him Yahweh. I call him the Holy Father, Christ. Those who would defy Christ, I get nauseous at the thought. What can they be said to deserve? I mean, really, ask this question sometime. Write it down in your journal. Down goes another enemy of Christ. The White Tower. The Ivory Tower. Huh. And then... oh. Down goes another enemy of Christ. You love to see Christ's enemies being defeated, because it means justice still exists in this sick world. Is it defying Christ to eat certain small animals? No! What? I'm sorry, is it defying Christ to enjoy food? Weirdo alert. Of course not, my friend. Sorry for my playful gesture of jest. I actually think that's a very intelligent question, and I have a lot of respect for you. But as someone who has a lot of respect for you, somebody has to call you out when you say really idiotic things. And that was frankly so boneheaded, but I love you. So let us take moments like this to remind ourselves, respect thy enemy, for Christ is thy Savior. Amen. Amen. Ooh, I'm getting hungry myself, all this talk of small animals. I love food. I love it when it's delicious and it eats. The way that food eats has always been important to me as a follower of Christ. You see, I find it wasteful to only eat one meal. Because when you only eat one meal, what, are you just going to let the other meals rot? It's like only making $1. What about the rest of the money? This is why I can't stand these fucking leftists who are trying to get in the way of freedom to profit. It just really grinds my gears. But let's not go there. This is not a political channel. This is not a political channel, you guys. This is a Christian channel. And I love you. And by I mean Christ and God himself. So let's defeat our enemies, and remember, it's not for the pleasure of the thing. God, no. I don't think that'd even be possible for me, personally. I mean, I know there are some people who have certain, let's say, proclivities. I don't want to get into that. But our fellow brothers in Christ can get a little vindictive sometimes, but although I know whatever floats one's boat, so to speak, that's not my way. That's not like me. I cannot take pleasure in pain or suffering because I'm an empath, and this is something that's very sacred to me. So, a moment of silence for empaths. that's enough silence. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on over here, you guys. It looks like my enemies are... Oh, I think they're being dominated with power, actually. Yeah, looks like all my enemies have been dominated. Mouse in my trap. That's perfectly natural to find mice in traps because they're very small and fragile. All right, you guys. So that was Doomspire Brick Battle. How long was that? Looks like we were playing for about 50 minutes. A healthy amount of time to play a video game for. Again, Doomspire Brick Battle. I hope you enjoyed watching, and perhaps some of the more attentive viewers among you have noticed that actually it wasn't about the game itself. Oh, the second tier attentiveness among you may be stroking your chins and going, oh, right about now, because you realize what I'm talking about. A little late, but, you know, you're going to lose some points for that, but still worthy of the achievement nonetheless. It was actually about the lessons we learned along the way, the metaphors, the figures of speech, the figurative speech. It was about God. It was about compassion. It was about trust. It was about vengeance. The Lord's vengeance, not the vengeance of man, because that's unholy. And it was about having fun along the way. So thank you so much, you guys. This is a sponsored video. Oh my god, how did you know? Today's video is sponsored by Altoids. Altoid Smalls, now in peppermint and other natural flavors. I hope you guys enjoyed. This sponsorship is a new thing that is going to be appearing in all videos from now on. So thank you so much to Altoids for making this possible. All right.